which is quite an ugly looking blue shoe. You know, it comes from a Canadian enterprise called Crocs, and this is literally the shoe that has conquered the world. Yeah, the last year the company has made $1 billion turnover. Just to tell you a bit, yeah, you might know it already, and lots of people are wearing it, celebrities, children, and adults alike. And this is ugly, yeah, on one hand. On the other hand, it is made of a light and soft material, right? It is cheap, it is cruelty-free, and people simply loved it, yeah? So what if I show you another object, and it's going to be this, an umbrella, right? What would happen if Crocs out of a sudden started manufacturing umbrellas? If you look at this picture, you will immediately tell me what is wrong with it, right? Because an umbrella with holes, that's something that probably does not work really, right? So this umbrella is the umbrella that does not meet the market need. And it's not protecting from the rain, so no one is going to want it probably, right? This is exactly what happens to the majority of early career professionals and graduates. They do not know the market, and they do not know how to meet the market need. Meeting the market need is essential. And when you already have this kind of mindset about the exploration of the market to know how to meet its needs, that means you already have a competitive advantage over 90% of the candidates on the job market. So now let's have a look at the crisis and what it's going to bring for the employers and what's going to bring for the candidates. All right. So we have crises in multiple sectors. I'm not saying that all of the sectors have the crisis, but all of the sectors are impacted somehow, right? For some of them, it's less production, fewer jobs, and for some of them, it's an excellent opportunity to produce something in mass and really make very good turnovers. On one hand, right? Also, we should bear in mind that the jobs that are affected, 85% of the jobs that are affected in Europe are the jobs that do not require a university degree. Okay, so this is the research by major consulting companies such as McKinsey. And the guys that are affected the most, who have lost their jobs, they are the guys who do not have a university degree generally, or are under 30. That means the more qualified your job is, the less it is affected by the current crisis. Okay, I'm going to show you one example. Meet Anna. Anna is an expat student in Germany, all right? She has an experience as a sales assistant at a shop, and she has also been a marketing intern in booking department of a hotel chain, all right? Anna thinks that there is the crisis, and actually she understands that maybe no one is hiring. She has this kind of fear in her head, and she's asking herself many questions. Anna wanted to work originally in tourism or in fashion. Yeah? She understands that these sectors are hugely affected, and she is asking herself a question, but what are the areas where those sectors are least affected? Yeah? Which are the other sectors that can be useful or interesting? And she's using the job market and data to get to know what is happening. So very practically, Anna is going on LinkedIn, she's going on Sing, on social professional networks to have a look at what's happening with the market and what kind of job and internship offers are there, because Anna would like to get a very good internship for her last year of studies. Okay. When she is thinking about all of this, yeah, the companies are developing shared solutions with companies from other sectors where their talent is needed. I have seen that there is someone coming here from China, yeah, and in China, as the crisis has hit the first, there was the agreement between Alibaba and multiple companies in the hospitality sector, which were quite affected. And Alibaba is the logistics company, basically, and so that they had some of the agreements where workers from hospitality industry, from restaurants, from hotels, they could work for some time for Alibaba in logistics and yeah, have some kind of a lease agreement between the companies. On the other hand, companies are also developing new products that are less affected by the crisis and by the restrictions, such as, for example, Airbnb, have issued online experiences instead of live experiences that they had before. Or companies are also producing something that is more market oriented. For example, some started producing ventilators, masks, if they had the capacity to do that, okay? So Anna is looking at all this because she's exploring the market and trying to understand what's going around. And she is telling herself, I have some transferable skills. Just like those companies that are exchanging employees, maybe I can also exchange the sector somehow, or I can go somewhere with the skills that I have that can travel with me from one job to another and from one position to another, okay? So it turns out that in her previous experience, Anna has become a real expert in online marketing, in social media and analytics. This is what she has learned while she was a marketing intern at a booking department of a hotel, okay? At the same time, Anna is very customer oriented and she has attracted 1,000 new clients who subscribed for a newsletter during 1 month of her work, and she has a 100% return rate of those clients. This is what she has acquired at a shop, yeah? And she also has excellent project management skills because she managed the stocks of supplies of around 10,000 items weekly. Anna is thinking about those skills, and while she's thinking, businesses go remote. Businesses go remote everywhere they can. Again, we have 80% of the jobs, of the office jobs, who went completely remote in Europe, and Anna is thinking, oh, fantastic. I'm fine with any technology. I'm on Slack, on Zoom, on Power Apps, on Snapshot, on whatever. I am everywhere. So I'm really fine, and the employer is going to appreciate my perfect skills. But at the very same time, Anna has to look a little bit deeper, because what the employer wants is not only digital literacy. Yeah? It's also the ability to work without constant supervision. It's accountability. Anna should be able to communicate regularly and should be a self-motivated and well-organized person and should be able to demonstrate this to her future employer. But since our Anna is quite a talented person and has all of the transferable skills and all of the soft skills that she has, in the end, she gets an internship offer in the top online multi-brand fashion store as a search engine optimization intern. Anna is very happy about this position, and there are a couple of lessons that we can learn from Anna. During the crisis times, and even without the crisis, let's say, explore the market to know how to meet its needs. More concretely, explore each job offer in detail and ask yourself, what is that they want? How can I meet this employer's need? Just to give you a very visual, again, reminder, you're not that umbrella that's not going to meet the market needs anyhow. So every time you see a job offer, ask yourself a question: what is that they need? And what is that I have that I can bring them, okay? The second one, look for transferable skills. They can go with you from one job to another, from one geography to another, and from one industry to another. Imagine you did a student job back 5 years ago when you were giving lessons of English to children. What are the transferable skills that you can get from that experience that can be useful somewhere else where you want to go right now, okay? Provide examples of your previous achievements. Yeah, we remember that Anna was able to say, okay, I had 1,000 more customers who subscribed for the newsletter. She was able to say, I was managing 10,000 items in a month in a shop, right? Quantify your results. What the employers want to see is not just what you did. They also want to see what you achieved in what you were doing. Although sometimes you would think, well, these were not achievements, but really have this habit of quantifying your results and of quantifying your achievements. Determine their value and the value of your skills, and don't be afraid to communicate them. Finally, Anna has another secret to share with all of us. If you guys are interested, this is going to be the last thing. Network. don't be afraid to reach out, especially in crisis times when it comes to the job search and internship search. Network is what works the best as a mechanism. So Anna was just in touch with someone from that company that she targeted on LinkedIn. She saw that they did the same online course as she did, so it gave her an idea on how to approach this person. She decided to connect to know more about the company and the internship position. And in the end, this person just forwarded Anna's CV to their human resources department, and this is how Anna got in touch with them. When I say don't hesitate to connect, don't hesitate to connect. Enrich your network, enrich your knowledge, and if you have any questions, I will be very happy to answer them, and Anna as well, if you want.
Thank you very much. Thank you so very much, Elena, for that fantastic presentation. That was fantastic and very, very practical, mind-blowing. And thanks to Hannah too, for giving us this privilege.